Well, greeting of the day, my dear students. I'm Naveen, your grammar teacher. I hope you're doing good and also learning and watching all the videos regularly and being there. I mean, always being there. So, students, in this video, we'll discuss about some more verbs. Though we have already discussed verbs, the lesson, and we have also discussed about the way that it helps us to understand or to while speaking, right? So let's discuss few more things here related to verbs, and today we are going to talk about modal verbs, right? So in this chapter, modal verbs, if we try to understand what is modal verbs, or how does it work, right? So verbs like can, could, may, might are known as modal verbs. So if you have heard these words before while making conversations, or any other topic that you have recently listened, or the way you experienced, right? So verbs like can, could, may, might are known as modal verbs, right, students? So if I let you further into the chapter, so let's move on the A exercise. And what's been given here, look at the sentences and tick the sentences with the word cannot. So you can easily do this exercise, because what you need to do here, just pick out the cannot, the word that you are suggested to do here, cannot. You just need to pick the word and try to read the sentence. Okay, let's move on to B exercise, but before that I want to tell you something about can. It's most common modal verb that is highly used by the people. So that's why I'm trying to present few things here related to that modal verb. So just try to pay attention here, students. Okay, as we already discussed here, that verbs like can, could, may, might are known as modal verbs. But if we go further and try to understand what is can and how does it work and the use of it, so can is used to express ability, possibility, and permission. All right, so these three things that you need to remember, that it represents ability, this possibility, and permission. So just try to look and take a look here and try to concentrate. I can fly a plane. The first sentence that I've done here, I can fly a plane, right? It means it is something that representing the ability of the person, or of the person who's speaking at the time, right? So it represents ability. So that's how we can use can here, right? For possibility, I can be here on time. It means the possibility that I'll try or I'll do something, that I'll every possible way, and then I'll be here. It means the possibility. The third sentence, if you will see here and try to understand what's been given here, can you lend me a pen? It means the sentence itself is making a permission that that we can use, or we can communicate. While communicating with people, we can take permission while using this, right? So points to remember, students. There are few points that you need to remember, and that we'll discuss a little further. First we'll move to the B exercise. Okay, so just try to focus here what's been given here and what you need to do here. Now take turns and tell your partners 3 things that you can do and 3 things that you cannot do. So it means the use of can and cannot. So the first thing that you need to do here, first you need to write 4 things or 4 sentences in which you can express yourself that you can do those things, जो चीज़ आप कर सकते हैं, and then 3 sentences following with the second one, cannot, जो आप नहीं कर सकते हैं. So we'll discuss that later. I'll make few sentences here, and then you will have a little bit more ideas, right? So let's move on. C exercise. Fill in the blanks with can and can't. One has been done for you. It means we have to use either can or this one, can't. So the negative form of can is can't. You remember these things, okay? if we are making a sentence that I am, that I have already discussed with you, like that I can fly a plane, it means it's the positive ability. And if I am saying that I cannot do that, it means negative possibility, that I'm negative ability, sorry, that I'm not able to do that, or I can't do that, right? So can and can't, they both represent possible ability, while can make positive ability, or can't or cannot make negative ability, right students? So let's use and try to understand. First sentence is already done here. People can help each other, it means ability, right? If I'm saying my teacher speak Hindi, so what I can do here, either I can speak, either I can make here like can, positive one, or it depends to the someone or some point of view. आप cannot कभी use कर सकते हैं if someone does not know Hindi, right? So I'll say here, I'll pick here can. My teacher can speak Hindi. Third one, a fish fly but it swim. Now if you will try to understand the sentences, there are two sentences here, I mean the two parts, right? So first one, a fish, we know that fish cannot fly, so it represents negative ability. A fish can't fly, or a fish cannot fly, but it can swim. It means we all know, everybody knows in the universe or in the world, we can say that fish cannot fly but it can swim. It means the first one is negative ability and the second one is positive one, right? So let's move for fourth one. My puppy play for long hours, she is healthy. It means my puppy can, again we'll pick the positive one. Fifth one, I vote yet, I am not 18 years old. If you will say, if you will try to understand the second part, if you will focus to the second part, you will get to know that the sentence is representing itself negative possibility, right? Or some kind of statement. So I'm not 18 years old, this is the condition. It means I cannot vote, I can't do that because I'm not 18 years old. So the negative one, my brother paint well, my brother paints well. The let's correct this one. My brother paints well, he goes to art class. It means this is the hobby, so the hobby relates to the positive ability. It means my brother can paint, right? Thank you students for this exercise, for paying attention here. So while we'll move forward, we'll try to understand what's been given here. Modal verbs, as I already told you, there is a conversation that you need to go through, and definitely then you will have some ideas. Let's move on to this point. The words could, will, may, might and can are modal verbs, as I already presented that definition to you, right? So may and might, let's try to understand, or let's discuss about those two modal verbs in this video, and the rest of the modals verbs that I would not be able to discuss in this video, I'll share the next part with you soon in the next video, or in next kind of work that I'll share with you. So let's try to understand what is may and might. First points to remember: may and might. May and might also represents possibility, and strong possibility, and weak possibility, or you can say for permission, right? People use may and might for permission, and also use for possibility. So while may suggest positive possibility, might suggest less possibility, right? So students, if you will try to focus, or if you will move to the next page, that you will see that modal verbs are helping verbs. We use them to express possibility or ability, to ask for permission, or to ask someone to do something, right? So will and would, if we will say here, we use will and would to ask someone to do something, make a suggestion, or offer to do. Will is used to express a determination or willingness to do something. Or for example, you can say I will complete my work. It is representing my determination, right? The first one, ask someone to do something. If you will see the example, will you open the window please? It means you are asking someone to do something. Would you like to me open the door? It means make a suggestion or offer. People use will for these, for these examples, like for these purposes, right? For making someone to ask something or suggestions. So let's move on. Can and could. Can, I already told you that we use can for to express ability, possibility and permission. So let's use and try to understand what is the use of could. If we'll try to understand what's been given here, ask for permission and make a suggestion. So when we are making suggestion or if we are making permission, so we can also use could. Remember one thing here, could is generally people show or speak when they are more humble, right? So for being more polite, you can use could while making or while taking permissions. May and might, use of may and might, ask permission, give permission, may I leave, you may take your bag now, it means it's a permission, and take permission, give permission, right? Ask permission and give permission. Say something that is likely to happen in the future, or for possibility people use, कई बार आपने देखा होगा may and might का use आप या लोग possibility के लिए use करते हैं. As I told you that may represent strong possibility and might represent less possibility. So in this video, thank you students. I'll complete this video here. I'll make this video end here, and rest of the things I will discuss with you soon in the next video or any other point of either in online class, right students? So thank you for watching, and I'll suggest that don't forget to subscribe our channel and keep watching all the videos. Thank you. Have a